Obtain the mesh file and also the full training movie by purchasing this product.
In this project, a shell and tube heat exchanger in which one flow contains nano fluid will be simulated. Heat exchangers have a wide range of application in power generation, chemical and food industries, electronics, environmental engineering, heat dissipation, manufacturing, and so on. There are many ways to improve thermal properties of a heat exchanger. These include creating plates to increase heat transfer, vibration, and the use of microchannels. Thermal efficiency can also be increased by increasing the conductivity of the working fluids. Fluids commonly used in industries such as water, motor oil, etc. often have lower conductivity than solids. Solids can be used to improve performance in the form of nanoparticles added to the fluid and make a nanofluid. Many materials can be used as nanoparticles like Al2O3, CuO, SiC, and so on. Using this material will result in an effective heat transfer coefficient. In this project, a hot flow containing nanoparticles will pass through several tubes and it will come into contact with a water flow having lower temperature than the former. Finally, the fluid flow containing nanoparticles will lose its temperature on its way passing through the tubes. The geometry of this project is designed in ANSYS Design Modeler. As can be seen, there are two inlets and two outlets in this picture. The left inlet is related to the hot flow containing nanoparticles inlet, which will exit the heat exchanger from the right part. From the top part of the heat exchanger, the water flow with lower temperature will enter the heat exchanger and will exit the heat exchanger from the lower outlet. The described geometry is meshed inside ANSYS meshing software and the total number of elements is equal to 400,000. By clicking on the Report Quality dialog box, you will see that in the Console tab, the Fluent software will start to check your mesh quality. For example, you will see that the Fluent software will give you the orthogonal quality and as maximum aspect ratio. Also, the type of the solver is defined to be pressure based and the velocity formulation is in absolute form. The steady state simulation has been used and the results are not a function of time. Also, the gravity is not taken into account. After double clicking on the multiphase button, a new window will appear. In the appeared window, under the model section, we select mixture model. The mixture model is a simplified multiphase model that can be used in different ways. It can be used to model multiphase flows where the phases move at different velocities but assume local equilibrium over short spatial length scales. It can be used to model homogeneous multiphase flows with very strong coupling and phases moving at the same velocity. In other words, in this project, since the solid phase is also assumed to be fluid, mixture model was used. In the appeared window, under the number of Eulerian phases section, we select 2, since we are going to simulate 2 phases. As was mentioned in previous slides about defining new material, you can do this by right-clicking on the Fluid under Material tab and clicking on the New. Now, as for the nanoparticles, we have to define a new material having our desirable properties. For example, for this material, we have set the density to 3970. By clicking on the water phase, you can change the mass flow rate of this flow. After clicking on the outlet, you will see that the type of this boundary is defined to be pressure outlet. By clicking on the Edit button, a new window will appear, letting you to change the setting for this boundary. After double-clicking on the Residual button, you will see that a new window will appear, showing you the absolute criteria for the residuals of each equation. For example, you can see the absolute criteria for continuity, x velocity, y velocity, and so on. This criteria refers to the difference between the errors of each iteration, and it refers to the fact that if the error is less than these criteria, those equations have reached convergence. Also, as you can see, the convergence criterion is set to be in absolute form. As is shown in this picture, the hot flow has clearly lost its temperature passing through the tubes. In order to generate the streamlines for this geometry, we need to click on the Streamlines button. After that, we have to accept the appeared window. In the appeared window, in the Start From section, we have to select the boundary that we want to show the streamlines starting from. Finally, a summary of different settings and setup that we have used in our project is presented to you in the slide.
Obtain the mesh file and also the full training movie by purchasing this product. To benefit from MR-CFD services including simulation, consultation, and training, contact our experts via info@mrcfd.com. Hope you enjoy.